This is gonna be a little different, right? This is more of a mastermind. This is more of a. It's not just me up here talking and y'all listening. We're gonna learn from each other. Is that cool?
Yes, all right.
All right. I like. Y'all know those that are trained with me know I like a lot of interaction. I like for it to be very informal, if you will. So here's what I want to do first. I'm gonna give you some inspiration. I might start with the inspiration this time, but I want to give you a couple of things that I want you to master. And this is not everything you have to master, of course. These are a few things I want you to start focusing on mastering. Number one is you got to master the difference between motivation and inspiration. You got to master the difference. Okay, people say, what's the difference? Well, here's one difference. One is external and one is internal. As long as you are seeking motivation, you will always seek motivation because you're always looking for something outside of yourself. You're always looking for something to pump you up. You're always looking for something to go to, something to buy, something to, listen to. And that's cool. Put this in your notes. Motivation gets you started, but inspiration keeps you going. There's a big difference. Motivation gets you started, but inspiration is what keeps you going. So you have to master the art of distinguishing motivation from inspiration. So my aim today is to give you guys some inspiration, some techniques, some things you can pull on. Because here's why. When you leave this conference, the motivation stops. The second you leave the conference. Like you don't get this energy and all this all the time. Everybody's telling you can do it. Do what you want to be. You're a millionaire. You're going to be debt free. You get home, you don't feel like, yeah, right, yeah. Spouse sometime, like whatever. So you have to learn how to take the spark that the event gives you and build inspiration so that it's permanent. Like I'm permanently at the event. I live at the event. Because the event is in the pit of it's in my stomach. That's right. It's in my heart. It's in my mind. The event is me. So I carry the event where I go. I don't have to go where the event goes. You see the difference? So now we're all here becoming stronger internally, so it makes the event unbelievable. And then you take the event and it makes you stronger internally. So you need both, but you're only as good as the last event if you just treat it like a motivational thing. Okay. You got to say, man, how can I use this to make me stronger? Does that make sense? Yes. Now, the second thing you have to master. So you got to master the distinguishing of motivation from what? Inspiration. That's why inspiration starts with I am. Okay, it begins with me. Second thing you got to master, the emotional roller coaster. You got to master it. The art of mastering the emotional roller coaster is called relaxed intensity. Relaxed intensity. Sounds like an oxymoron, but it's true. You want the ability to never get too high and never get too low. I don't care if a person comes in and says, Mr. Beane, I got a guy coming in, he got 8,000 people. Cool, great, good. Can't wait, glad to meet him, good to see him, glad to have him. I don't go, what, 8,000 people, oh my God, I got to give him phone, Mr. Stokes. I don't do all that, great, glad to see him, good to have him. And I don't get depressed when he leaves. That's right. You see, I've learned the art of monitoring my peaks and what? Valleys. You got to learn to stay in the middle. See, this business is just like a roller coaster. But I don't know why people don't get this. They treat it different. When you're on a roller coaster, a real roller coaster. Now, I don't ride them, but here's what I'm saying. When you're going up with the anticipation of coming down. So you're going up, you're excited on the way up. That's called anxiety. Am I right? And then it's exhilarating when you're going what? Down. So in a real roller coaster, you enjoy the whole thing. Up, down, twists, turns. Right. But then in life, you're like, oh goodness. On your down, you don't enjoy that part. See? On the up, here's what I'm saying. On a real roller coaster, when it's going down, you don't go, oh, this is the boring part. You go, woo! Throwing your hands in the air. Because you know what goes down comes back what? Back up. See, that's why I draw a lot of external inspiration. Because the rules are the same for all of us. The rules are the same for all of us. Everything works with polarity. The opposite of black is what?
White.
The opposite of red is what? Blue. Blue. Opposite of love is what? Let's go back to the easy. So, this world was built with certain laws. Right. And one of those laws is everything has polarity. Everything. So you won't appreciate being wealthy unless you once been without. Am I right? Right? The same thing is true in the animal kingdom. The same thing is true in business. Everything is all good. That's how you have to get. But until you learn relaxed intensity, you don't. Okay? The third thing you got to master is asking questions. I'm telling you, man, if you want to go from good to great, you have to master the art of asking questions. Here's why. If you're talking, you're saying something that you already know. If you're listening, all you can do is learn. So the person that's talking is saying something that they already know, which means they can't be what? Listening. If you learn how to listen, you can then solve a prospect's problem because they've been doing all the way. But you've been taught up until now, in like I'm talking about school, your whole life, whatever. Think about it. You took language what? Arts. Right? They got Toastmasters, which is the art of what? Speaking. You got, English, this and that. Like I'm an English major. My degree is in English. You never had one course on listening. Not one. Now, fellas, let me ask you a question. And ladies, let me ask you a question. You're in a relationship, and all the other person do is talk. They don't ever listen. Frustrating, isn't it? You ever been in a debate with your significant other? Like, you would just listen. I'm talking, and y'all both trying to talk. That's called what? An argument. And I'm going to tell you something. The person who listens, who really listens, the love radar goes through the roof from the other person. Why? Because all of us really just want to be heard. But we can't be heard if both of us are talking. Prospecting in the business is the same. If both of us are talking, neither one of us are learning. You trying to sell the business and tell them why they need it, and they're trying to tell you why they can't do it. I ain't got this money. Every month, just to tell you for why. I'm old. And both y'all are But if you just listen long enough, a person will tell you what their real problem is. Make sense? Yeah. Let me give you an example. This happened to me Thursday. Today is Saturday, right? This happened to me day before yesterday. Okay. I get a lot of prospects offline because I have online marketing systems and all kind of things. I teach my teams how to market online. Now, here's my rule. If I get you offline, I have zero tolerance for you. None. You know why? Because I didn't work hard to get you. And there's a million of y'all out there. So when I get you offline, I ain't got time for no BS at all. Okay? Because online, you just throw a net. Now, I know when I pull it in, it's going to have some seaweed. I know that because I threw a net. So it ain't going to be just all healthy fish. I'm going to have some healthy fish. I'm going to have some dead fish. I'm going to have some seaweed. I'm going to have some nails. I'm going to have a hammer. I'm going to have a tire. So my job, because I didn't work hard to get it, I don't have time to be playing with the seaweed. Does that make sense? So this guy calls me Thursday. Mr. Beane. No, I called him back. He texted me. I said, yes, Brian, me returning a phone call. Yes, Mr. Beane. I've been watching your videos like crazy. I said, well, perfect. I appreciate it. What videos have you watched? First what? Question. He said, Mr. Beane, first, let me just tell you this. First. I make a ton of money. Okay? I was like, okay, cool. Me and my wife do exceptionally well. She's a doctor. He went on and on and on. So we don't have no money problems. I said, well, okay, perfect. Now, what video did you watch? He goes, I watched The Bloody Mess. Now, those that haven't seen that, that's the video where I show people how to credit card debt is crazy. Okay, he goes, I watched The Bloody Mess. He said, man, your strategies taught me a lot. I've been chunking away on my credit cards. We got one down to $6,000 left. That's interesting. Because you just said. The sinners promoted. You see what I'm saying? No money problem. Sir, now this ain't my job. I didn't tell him. That's why I'm already like, okay, asterisk. You're in denial, right? You just told me you got it down to $6,000. and you've been chunking and got one down to 6,000. You see what I'm saying? See, if you ask enough questions, people will give you enough ammunition. You ain't got to go in on them. Right. So that's already a contradiction. But I got to get down to, I said, so I got to stroke his ego. I said, well, sir, somebody like yourself that's making a whole lot of money, your wife is a doctor, how can I help you? That's my third question. You see what I'm saying? First question was, what have you seen? Right? Second question was, the second question was, what video have you watched? That's what got me into the bloody mess, and he was telling me about it. Making sense? Okay. Then my third question is, how can I help you? So you making all the money, you just told me that, so how can I help you? He said, well, I want to bless other people. I said, cool, we can do that. But I don't want to get paid for it. I told you, I make a ton of money. Okay, sir, got it. True story, this happened Thursday. I make a ton of money, I don't want to get paid for it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to refer everybody to you. And then you make all the money off everybody. I just want to bless some people. And I don't need none of the money time back to me because I don't want people to think I only bless them because I'm getting paid for it. Really? Cool. Now, let me tell you what a professional does. You know what the translation is? First of all, sir, you do need what we have. That's number one. That's right. Quit. Get your ego out of the way. Second thing, you're afraid of the whole pyramid thing. Right. Because that's what you drummed up in your mind as why you want to refer him to me, but you don't want to get paid off of it. Now, because I fish with a net and have zero tolerance for people online, I respectfully decline working with you. You know why? Because you're not going to send me nobody no way. So stop wasting my time. Not to say that, but I'm saying this myself. Right. Don't waste my time. You know why? Who can tell me? Because is he going to send me people? No. Why won't he be able to send me people? Who knows? He's not doing it himself, right? Which means your desire to do it is going to die after this conversation. Yeah. But that's not wrong. But what's the real answer I'm looking for? In other words,
he wants you to do it, not him.
He doesn't think he needs it.
He don't think he needs it. But no, here's the thing. Think about it. You're thinking too deep. We're in the business, right? Right. And you know how challenging it is to get a person to open their mind up. And you trained. Right. How a person that's not in the business gonna send me anybody? You don't even know what to do. You don't know the website. You don't know how to pick and pass. You don't know the video. So I know you're not gonna do that.
The first recruit is you. One video.
Yeah, exactly. He saw that one video.
Right. So
I know you're not gonna do it. In other words, because I asked enough questions, I know whether or not this is a solid lead or just somebody wasting my way. So after lunch, I'm gonna do a training. The keynote I'm gonna do right before Hobby is called Time and Money. I've been doing a webinar series. I'm gonna bring it to you live. But my point is, I don't let people waste my time. And one of the best time savers you can have is to ask a bunch of questions. Because you'll find out quick, people contradict themselves all the time. I want you to write this down. How do you know a prospect is lying? Their lips move. I was saying, he's supposed to be lying. I'm like, it's unbelievable. You'll be shocked if you listen how much you'll get from a person. So this is what we're gonna do. I do this all the time, but since we got like what's the word I'm looking for? A kind of quaint environment, I get to dive in a little deeper. Okay. First of all, I want you to if you got your phone, I want you to go to this website on Facebook. Join my mastery group because I can teach. I'm gonna go around today, but I'm gonna do this all week long in my mastery group. This is where I teach networkers, not just MyEcon people. I teach networkers from all over the country, different techniques.
Is something supposed to be on the screen?
Not yet. Okay. Yeah. I'm not a PC guy. I'm a flip. But multilevelmastery.com. I'm sorry, not .com. It's in Facebook. The group is Multilevel Mastery Mastermind. Mm-hmm. You're gonna see me in a white shirt holding a genealogy, one of my old genealogy reports, like a phone book. I'm on stage like this. Got no white shirt. Mastery. Mastermind. Mm-hmm. This is a Facebook group. It's within Facebook. So when you search Multilevel Mastery Mastermind on Facebook, and hit join, and I'll accept you this evening. Okay.
Brian,
yes, ma'am.
I'm already in it, so if they do it, I can go ahead and approve it.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Go on and approve it. We're good to go. Okay. Multi-level mastery mastermind. You'll see me holding up the thing. So that way I can continue, because every Monday, I do an inspirational, something like this, and we can continue from there. So I just want to do that because I forget. Now, when you ask questions, you're doing what? Listen. All right. Now, I'll just do this. I'll do a volunteer. Give somebody volunteer. Come on up with me. Anybody? Don't be scared. Come on up. Y'all give it up for her. You never know what I'm going to do, so give it up for being courageous. Okay. So this is not easy. I've done this before. I do this at Game Changer and a lot of different things. But since it's nice and quaint, we're going to have a conversation. Okay. This is not easy. Introduce yourself to everybody.
Angela Brown.
Angela Brown. That's good to see you. Always. Now, we're going to have a conversation using questions only. We can't use anything but questions. You can answer the question, but you have to ask the question at the same time. Okay. Now, here's the key. In school, you learn these were negative, but they're actually positive. They're called tie downs. Okay. Can't you, won't you, shouldn't you, hasn't it, isn't it, doesn't it, wouldn't it, shouldn't it, couldn't it? When you ask a tie down, it makes the prospect say yes. Because tie downs can only be answered one way. If you have a question that's open-ended, the prospect can wiggle out because it's not a tie down.
Right.
So you have to use questions with tie downs so it makes the person say yes.
Right.
Make sense? Mm-hmm. I'll show you how it works. That's not easy. Don't worry about it. And if they laugh, the person laughing the hardest, they next.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna start off nice and general. You ready?
Yes.
So we're gonna walk to help ease anxiety. Okay. So Angela, it is nice outside today, isn't it?
It is very nice. Do you like the warm weather?
Very good. Give it up for her. Very good. I love the warm weather. You know, it's funny because everything comes from the Gulf, and then we usually get in Atlanta. We usually get what you guys get. It's time to take off these coats and jackets, shouldn't we?
I don't think we should because I'm from Indianapolis. Have you been there?
Very good. Very good. No, I've never been to Indianapolis. What brought you here to Arkansas?
This conference, I know you were speaking, so I should come, right?
Very good.
Awesome.
Very good. Now, all you have to do is use a tie down. So instead of right, I should have come. I'm glad I came. Shouldn't I? I should have come. Shouldn't I? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or the weather, or I'm from Indiana where it's cold, isn't it? So I'm not ready to take my jacket off because it's too cold. What? Isn't it? Okay. So she's got the question thing down. Now the tie down forces me to say yes. Mm-hmm. So in business, when we flip it to the business script, instead of it being open-ended, I'm now saying yes to everything she asks, which means yes, I want to join. Mm-hmm. You're doing exceptional. All right, stay up here with me. Stay up here with me. All right, let's tie it to the business. Y'all ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. I'm a prospect. I just left the presentation. Okay, so I've seen it already. So I gotta set it up so you know where we are. I'm a good friend of yours who went to school with her. Angela, I like it, man. I like it. I just don't have the $34.95 per month.
But it could really change your life, couldn't it?
Okay, so I'm gonna be a little difficult.
Okay.
Just because people are.
All right.
Okay.
They are.
All right. So it could change my life, but do I have to pay it every single month?
You do pay it every month, but wouldn't it help you every single month?
Okay.
Oh, there's that yes.
That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. That's 1 month. You're
okay.
All right. Because my problem is I don't think it will, right? So you got to get around my problem is I don't think it will happen every month. So you got to go. What's the real problem? So you got to ask more questions. Don't necessarily just piggyback on what I say, because if you piggyback on what I say, what I'm saying really is worthless. So you got to get down to why I think that. You see the difference? All right, it's called translations. So let's keep going. All right, I'm gonna loosen up a little bit to help you. So yeah, I like it a lot. It's just that I don't need anything extra coming out of my account. Now that's what I said.
That's a good question.
I don't need anything extra. You see what I'm saying? So now you see, she's a good listener. Now you zeroing in on, I think that's extra. And that's my cheap problem. See what I'm saying? I think that's extra. Very good. Time on that. Or work on that a little bit.
So what could you get rid of so it wouldn't be extra for you?
Very good. Okay. So you would flip that and say, we need to find something to get rid of so it won't be extra. Okay. For sure. Very good. All right. Yeah. So you saying I need to cut off my cable?
It could help you
cutting off your cable, wouldn't it? So you can pay this $34.95.
It would. Does everyone have to cut their bills to pay $34.95?
Those who don't have the $34.95 tend to cut their bills because this would help them, wouldn't it?
Very good. Give it up. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, let me see how to go from good to great. Now, stay with me. Real quick. I'm trying to go from good to great. You do the same thing. You did very good. One of the best I've seen for the first time. I mean, like, very good. Because a lot of people, they don't have a clue what to say. She has the direction. She just, tiny house comes and you done. Now, you're me and I'm you. I'm going to just show you where I would. Give me the $34.95.
Brian, $34.95 is just too much.
I know that's right, girl. Listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be like, what? What? Hey, I know exactly how you feel. Angela, how long have you been working?
Too long.
Give me a date. Give me a number of years.
8 years.
8 years. Angela, you've been working 8 years. And did you have $34.95 8 years ago?
No.
See, I'm going. You already know where I'm going, right? So, Angela, let me ask you a question. And don't be afraid to say that. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If you keep doing for the next 8 years, what you've been doing for the last 8 years, you won't have $34.95 then, will you? History has a tendency to repeat itself that way.
Yes.
And if we want to do something different tomorrow to look different, we got to do something different today, shit. You need to revisit your W-4, don't you?
We do.
The government should pay for it, shouldn't they?
They sure should.
Because they got you in trouble in the first place, didn't they? And then I said, oh, look, we're going to get it. We're just going to get it from the government. You said that works.
Okay.
It's time to fill out their form, isn't it?
Yes.
$34.95 won't be a problem again, will it?
Not if I
See,
get
I
a format.
drill. So she can't leave. So it's not that she don't have $34.95. Even though that may be the case, I got to show her how long has that been a problem. See, if I make you change your cable, then I'm making you give something up.
Depriving.
I ain't no problem with that. Don't get me wrong, I ain't no problem with that. But what I want to show you is that what you're doing is not working, so you just got to change your priorities. And even if I can show you how to get it, it'll never be a problem whatever way. Again, I give it up for a good job. All right, one more volunteer. Who wants to come up? Everybody's scared. Come on. All right.
All right, Jay.
All right, don't forget, join the mastermind group because I'm going to continue this later on this week. All right, good to see you. All right, here we go. Now, there are two people in this business that frustrate you. Two. One is your prospects, and two is your associates. See, y'all think the game ends when you get them in. Your associates will make you quit too. They're working nerves to death too. So you got to learn that this same technique can be used on everybody, right? So we're gonna flip it to the business. We both in the business. Okay. Joshua, I just don't understand why I gotta sign up and go to that conference. You know, I'm in the business. Can't I just watch it online?
Yeah, you can. But wouldn't you get something better out of being there? Wouldn't you?
Okay. Now, that's a great start. And I'm not mad at you. But
I'm sorry, I'm not answering. I apologize.
no. That's a great start. But that's I don't think so. You see what I'm saying? You head in the right direction, but the problem is I don't think that. So you got to get down to the root of why I think I can learn the same thing online. All right, so I'm gonna go softball just to help you get down to but I want you to head in a different direction because if we do that, we're gonna end up just going back and forth. Because my problem is I think it's the same thing, and you and I both know it ain't. Right? Okay, so I'm just throw you some softball. I ain't gotta worry about it. Yeah, I know it's important, but can't I just watch the videos and get the same thing y'all can get the whole time?
Yeah, you can watch the videos, but getting to see people and meet new people and the interaction and the network that you wouldn't normally get from the video, would you?
Very good. Okay, now you headed to the energy and the emotion. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, it is a little different if I meet them in person, but I don't have the money to register.
Oh, so you don't have the money to register.
Right.
What if I can help you find a way to get the money to register?
Okay.
Would that be able to help you out a little bit better?
Wouldn't it?
Wouldn't.
Good. Okay, see, now he got down to the real problem. It ain't that I thought online was better. I couldn't afford it. You see what I'm saying? But the only reason, my whole point, you did a good job. My whole point is the only way you get there is by going and figuring out what the real problem is. It's not the online thing. I would come if I could, but I can't what? Afford it. Make sense? All right, so now, yeah, but how can you show me how to come up with the $97 registration?
Well, there's a few things that I can show you. I know you might not want to give up a few things to sacrifice, but at the same time, if I lay out a few things, would you be willing to at least look at it and see how you feel about it?
Yeah, what are those things?
If you want to possibly try to come up with the money, we can do different things as far as like lowering your cable bill, small little things like that,
Okay.
less eating out,
Okay.
and even sacrificing as far as even a haircut. You pay $25 every 2 weeks to get your haircut, don't you?
Okay. All right, good. Okay, I was going. Get mad. Give it up. Now, I want you guys to get out of the habit of making me sacrifice stuff.
Okay.
Because people, especially, you can't have that. The thing looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna think. You're gonna have the thing looking crazy. So you don't want to do that. So, but this because it's just I like your questions. I just want to lead you down a different road. You ready?
Okay.
All right, let's look. You, me, and I'm you. I got the same problem about the conference. Go ahead. Ask it.
Well, I'm going to a conference later on this week, to the MyEcon conference. Would you like to go with me?
No. You're the we just flipping. I'm now you. You're the person that don't want to come.
That don't want to come?
Yeah, like I was a second ago.
Okay.
You that guy. I'm you now.
Okay.
So I can show you where I would win.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. You in the business, but you don't want to come.
Okay. Well, man, I really don't feel like going. I can just watch it online, couldn't I?
Okay, yeah. Why don't you feel like going?
Man, I got too much other stuff to worry about, and I have some business I got to take care of here, and it's easy just to pull it up on YouTube or something.
Yeah, you're right. It is much easier to put up on YouTube. Let me ask you a question. YouTube has a lot of free videos on it.
Yeah, they got quite a few of them.
Okay. There's old saying, you get what you pay for, don't you?
Yeah.
See where I'm going? Okay. Now watch where I'm going. You get what you pay for. YouTube is what?
Free.
There are a lot of people in MyEcon that are multi-millionaires out there.
There's quite a few of them, yes.
Yeah, and I want to make sure you understand this. Everybody at the conference is not a millionaire, but all the millionaires will be at the conference one day.
Majority of them, yes. Quite a few of them.
Everybody at the conference is not a millionaire, but all the millionaires will be at the conference.
Yes.
So if you get what you pay for and YouTube is free, you would agree that meeting a millionaire in person and paying has more value, doesn't it?
It does.
There's no way around it. He just agreed 3 questions ago that you get what you what?
Pay
For. So if YouTube is free, you're going to get YouTube results. If the millionaires are at the conference, you can only imagine what they're going to give. So if you want to step the game up financially, there's a higher level than YouTube.
It is.
Probably need to free up your schedule while the millionaires in town, shouldn't you?
I can figure something out. I can move some things around.
There's no way. See, because I got him trapped 6 questions ago. Now he lying if he come up with something different. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's tie down. Good job, man. Good job. Yeah, get up for a minute. Yeah. You see the difference?